kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, etos ang sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, tuyagan ang magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit mo pangkaw, ay ginatang tulagaw, sa pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawad mo'y tagumpay na nagtitingin, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pa may di matitingin. Luman ang araw ng walhagin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay magamin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. The JNHS Prayer. Lord, the giver of life, and the provider of everything, we thank you for giving us another day. We humbly and fervently ask you to be with us in all our undertakings. Bless us in all our endeavors. Sanctify us in all our thoughts, words, and actions. Guide us the way you want us to be. Protect us from any harm. Enlighten our minds to think, speak, and act in accordance with your will. Forgive us the errors we made and teach us to forgive others. Make us realize that we can do nothing without you. You alone can unite us in the true spirit of understanding and forgiveness. Purify our hearts. Make us your peace-loving and obedient children, that we are one in your name and glory. All these we pray and ask in the name of Jesus, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
My due respect to our dear school principal, Mrs. Florencia D. Baang, to our academic coordinator, Miss Joanne Catherine Z. Vallador, the Brigada Pagbasa coordinator, Mrs. Vilma J. Bastas, the science department coordinator, Mrs. Queenie M. Puabo, my fellow science teachers, grade 9 students and parents, and other stakeholders, our honored guest speaker, ladies and gentlemen, a lovely morning. In behalf of the Science Department, may I welcome you all to the Science Brigada Pagbasa Eskwela 2021. The Science Department has set the theme for this year's Pagbasa activity, Protect Your Best Body. Protect Your Best Body is a fitting theme for the pandemic we are facing right now. So this morning's activity is going to inform us how we can protect our best body, how we can protect our body to its best against the virus. It is also an important segment to the Pagbasa activity because at the end or later, you will be given written test and performance tasks which you will answer according to the information given by our guest speaker today. So please give your full attention, sit back, and do not leave until the program ends. Again, welcome to the Science Pagbasa Brigada Eskwela 2021.
For the roll call of participants, may I request you all to turn on your camera and wave to be acknowledged. Is that okay, participants?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Let us start with the grade 7 level. Joshane May Adahar. Are you around? Joshane? Turn on your camera once your name is called. Hannah P. Cabeltes. Shikaina Shane Oka. You may say hi, hello, good morning to be acknowledged. Mary Rose Zamaila. Monica Navaluna. Precious Perez.
Hi, hello. Hello.
Okay, hello. Maria Lourdes. Joanne Cartagena. Punky May Abo. Cassandra May De Luna. Proceed with the grade 9, Giselle Imbo.
Hello, good morning, Dam.
Good morning. Janica Lorraine Valcorza.
Hello, good morning, Dam.
Okay, very good. Eliza Nadine Nakwa.
Hello, Dam. Good morning.
Morning. Jim Christian Gabe.
Hello, Dam. Good morning.
Alj Villanueva.
Okay. Hello, Dam. Good
Wow,
morning.
perfect attendance. Grade 9. Congratulations. Let us proceed with the grade 10. We have Maria Danica Joy Paita.
Hi, everyone. Good morning.
Morning. Alona May Anyon. Timothy Franz Joash Zamaila.
Hello, madam. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey.
Shania Faye Ipulan.
Hello, Dam. Good morning.
Neil John Benedict Cruz. Cruz, not yet around. Faith Yuan Liausas. Precious Ann Karampatan.
Hello, Dam. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Erich Benedict Lerigo. We have Giselle May Rubin.
Good morning, everyone.
Wendy May Katunaw.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning, good morning, everyone.
We have still from grade 10, Princess de los Reyes. Erica Faye Pabayo. Rovic Peña.
Hello, Dam. Good morning.
Good morning. Vince Gabriel Nabo.
Hello, Dam. Good morning.
Frisia Claire Maolarde.
Hello, Dam. Good morning, everyone.
Ralph Nino Kailing.
Hello, Dam. Good morning.
Good morning. Jalan Rose Valcorza.
Hello, Dam. Pleasant morning, everyone.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our guest speaker today, who is going to talk to us about COVID-19 disease and the facts and myths of vaccination. This is a subject in which we should all be deeply interested because it is timely information during this pandemic. Our speaker has spent almost his entire career in medicine and in education, advising patients and students on proper health. He has taken his degree as a Doctor of Medicine at Mindanao State University and currently teaching at Palawan State University in the College of Nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Ariel Badillas.
Okay, can you please tell me what do you see on your screen right now?
We're already presenting, Doc.
Okay, very good. One moment. Okay, before I proceed to my presentation, I just want to say thank you so much for this warm welcome and giving the opportunity that we'll be able to speak regarding coronavirus, as this coronavirus nowadays is very rampant and it's very common in our society. So in this lecture, I hope you will be able to learn more about it and how are we going to prevent this coronavirus disease. Thank you so much, and now shall we start? Okay. Our topic for this morning, yeah, it's about coronavirus, but I just want to make a title with it. It's a date with coronavirus. So this day, we will have a date, but it's coronavirus. Though it's not February 14, but we will spend time to date with this coronavirus. So first and foremost, we usually know, we usually heard, no, naririnig natin what is coronavirus. So this morning we'll just have a glimpse or just a review about coronavirus. This is a large family of viruses causing a range of illnesses. So they belong to the coronavirus family. So they comprises envelope positive sense single-stranded RNA viruses. Hindi siya DNA virus but a single-stranded RNA virus. And they are a respiratory virus named for the crown-like spikes on their surface. So in this picture, in these slides, we can see a model of a coronavirus. And on its surface, no, makikita natin there are spikes. That's why it's called corona. No? As we can see, corona has, the crown have spikes. So that's why it is called coronavirus because of the spikes on its surface. So why are coronavirus so dangerous? So before we're going to date with the coronavirus, we have to get to know what kind of, diba when we are going to date with someone, but before we're going to date with him or her, we have to know what type of person that we are going to date with. The same as also with the coronavirus. Before we're going to have a date, we have to know what kind of virus it is. Why is this coronavirus are so dangerous nowadays? So coronavirus disease or the COVID-19, it's dangerous because it can infect to anyone. It's an infectious disease caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus, meaning SARS means severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2. So most people infected with the virus will experience mild to moderate respiratory illness and recover without requiring special treatment. So some will become seriously ill and they also require medical attention. That's why older people and those with underlying medical conditions like cardiovascular disease, take note with this, no? Medical conditions like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, chronic respiratory disease, or cancer are more likely to develop serious illnesses. So we have to know, dapat natin alamin kung sino ba yung mga tao mayroong cardiovascular disease. Sino ba yung mayroong diabetes? They have chronic respiratory disease or cancer because they are the one who develop serious illness. So remember, no, students, remember, anyone can get sick with coronavirus 19 and become seriously ill or die at any age. Please don't forget that. Okay. Even though that virus is so dangerous, but there's a prevention, and this prevention depends upon our cooperation. So the best way to prevent and slow down the transmission is to be well informed about the disease and how the virus spreads. First, we have to get vaccinated when a vaccine is available to you. Later on, we will talk about how vaccine works, no? Why do we need to be vaccinated? So later on, so ito muna, we will get to know how this virus be prevented. First, again, get vaccinated when a vaccine is available to you. The second one is you need to protect yourself. Protect others from infection by staying at least 1 meter apart from others, even if they don't appear to be sick. So in the picture, hindi yun sila nag-a-appear ha. They have a social distancing for about 3 feet or 1 meter. So that's 1 meter apart from others. Keep away, even though they don't appear to be sick. Just keep yourself away from with each other. Tayo pa naman mga Pinoy, mahilig tayo in gathering, no? Mahilig tayo sa mga barkada, no? So we have to be mindful and we have to be watchful with that. Social distancing. And I know that nowadays it could be really hard for us kasi hindi tayo sanay. We are not used to it. But this is already a new normal. So we need to be used to it in order for us to prevent this virus from spreading. So one of it is social distancing. Number 3 or third, Wear a properly fitted mask when physical distancing is not possible or when in poorly ventilated settings. Now, how to properly wear a face mask? No, cover your mouth, cover your nose. No, hindi siya nakalagay sa forehead, hindi naka-expose yung nose. So sometimes when we're outside, parang nahihirapan natin. We tend to put it on below, no, on our chin, no. So that's not a proper way to wear a face mask. So be mindful also with that. Number 4, choose open, well-ventilated spaces over closed ones. Open a window if indoors, especially if we are working in the offices, if we are working in our schools, in our home, no, we have to open our doors, our windows to get well-ventilated spaces. Okay? So wash your hands regularly with soap and water or clean them with alcohol-based hand rub. So this is very basic, but this is the most often be forgotten by most of us, no? Especially tayo kung marami tayong nahahawakan and hindi natin namamalayan na mayroon na palang nahawakan na natin something that is not clean, and we tend to rub our eyes and we tend to rub our nose. No, that's the one way of getting an entry of the virus in our body. So we have to be mindful again that we have every time that we went out, every time that we pupunta tayo sa mall, be mindful and wash your hands regularly or bring your alcohol-based, always bring alcohol or sanitizer. Number 6, cover your mouth and nose when coughing or sneezing. Don't cough just openly. No, you have to cover with your sleeve or use a tissue. There's a proper way of coughing. Bakit? Is there anyone idea? Do you have an idea why do we need to cover? So simple, no? We cover to prevent them from spreading. Okay. 7, if you feel unwell, okay, if you're not feeling well, no, feeling mo may sakit ka na, if you have cough, colds, and then feeling mo that you have high temperature, no, or mild fever, no, better to stay at home and self-isolate until you recover. Okay? So we're done with the prevention, no? We have 7 preventions, at least, no? Now we have symptoms. How do we know if we get the coronavirus? No, COVID-19 affects different people in different ways. So most infected people will develop mild to moderate illness and recover without hospitalization. So most common symptoms of this coronavirus is first, we get fever of like 37.5 degrees Celsius in our body. It's better to we have thermometer in our home for us to monitor our body temperature. Second is we have cough, no? So since the virus attacks the respiratory system, no, our respiratory, our lungs, our airways, no, usually we cough, no. Cough is a reflex, no, to expel, no, out the viruses or bacteria. So that means there's something foreign in our body that needs to be expelled out. That's why we cough. Third is tiredness, okay? And the fourth one is loss of taste or smell. No, nawawalan ng panlasa or nawawalan ng pang-amoy. Okay, so those are the most common symptoms. The less common symptoms naman ay kakaroon yung pasyente or yung tao having a sore throat, no? Headache, aches and pains generalized aches and pains, no, sa body, kakaroon ng diarrhea bago ngayon, no, especially yung Delta virus, usually nagkakaroon yung diarrhea yung patient. There will be a rash on skin or discoloration on fingers and toes. And there will be a red or irritated eyes. So these are the less common symptoms. But the most serious symptoms that we have to pay attention to are difficulty breathing or shortness of breath, loss of speech or mobility or confusion. Maybe loss of speech is because nagkakaroon ng sore throat, no, nag-enlarge na yung mga tonsils, nahihirapan na maghinga, nahihirapan na magsalita. Difficult in breathing is maybe because na nagkakaroon ng obstruction of sa pharynx na area. And then maybe difficulty of breathing, it's because the viruses has already invaded your lungs. And lastly, nagkakaroon ng chest pain, especially those who have cardiovascular diseases. No? Yun. Usually, ang nakakaramdam nito are the oldies, no? Mga lolo at saka lola. So we really have to take care of them, and we have to be mindful, and we have to be watchful what is really going on so that we can protect others, no? By protecting ourselves. Okay, seek immediate medical attention if you have serious symptoms. So symptoms like I have mentioned earlier, then always call before visiting your doctor or health facility. So if you have this kind of symptoms like a flu-like symptoms, always seek for medical attention. Always call call your doctor or call any health facility so that they will be informed regarding this, and then that will be taken into action right away. Symptoms. Okay. Another, no, serious symptoms. People with mild symptoms who are otherwise healthy should manage their symptoms at home. So on average, it takes 5 to 6 days from when someone is infected with the virus for symptoms to show. However, it can take up to 14 days. That's why during the quarantine, if we're going to isolate someone, kailangan siya naka-quarantine for 14 days. That's the maximum for the COVID na hindi na siya maka-infect to other people. So within that 14 days, there's a greater possibility that he or she can infect others. That's why 14 days. Bakit 14? No? It was February 14. May date talaga tayo sa coronavirus. But this month is September. Okay, so we're done with the coronavirus, and I hope you learned a lot on how are we going to prevent and what are the signs, what are the symptoms for this coronavirus. Again, that is just a review for us to be informed, though, to have an additional knowledge regarding coronavirus. Now, let's go to a vaccine. So be vaccinated with a vaccine. So we usually think, no, dami ngayon mga issues or controversy regarding a vaccine against coronavirus. Before naging pandemic, so it became pandemic, it's because this virus has come across to other countries and then it became worldwide. That's why it's called pandemic, and people are looking for or asking for a vaccine. And now once the vaccine is available, then there were a lot of controversies, a lot of issues. But first,
Very, very true.
the people are not looking for vaccine before. When this virus became a widespread, people are asking for virus. No, they are asking na sana mamadaliin kasi it became a widespread and a lot of people are dying. And now the vaccines are available. Ang dami na namang issues, no? So pinapamadali na nga, no? When I review WHO last night, naging mabilis yung pagpaproduce actually ang pag-produce ng virus, it takes a very long time, no? Ngayon pinapa-shorten even into a twofold, no? Pinapamadali nila ang pag-produce ng vaccine. It's because we experience pandemic, and it's not a small thing. It's very serious because people are dying. So be vaccinated with a vaccine. We will get to know how the vaccine works when it introduces into our body. So vaccines, by the way, we have this kind of immunization. Immunization is a process of becoming immune to or protect against a disease, usually by receiving a vaccine. Vaccines stimulate your immune system to protect you from certain diseases so you won't get sick or get an infection. Normally, in our body, we have the organs and cells in your immune system defend your body from harmful germs, such as bacteria and viruses. That means in our body, we have a natural defense. We have our own defenses. Once there's something, bacteria or viruses that gets into our body, they normally attack. They protect our body. To keep us from getting sick. So we have an immune cell. These immune cells are constantly circulating through our body. Kung baka kung sa barangay pa, sila yung nagro-ronda, sila yung nagmo-monitor, no? They're circulating through the body. They monitor certain substances on the surface cells called antigen. So tinitingnan nila each cells of the body kung tinitingnan nila kung meron bang hindi kanais-nais or hindi belong, no? Hindi na belong dito, no? So they have to check, they have to monitor. So healthy cells have different antigens than diseased body cells or foreign invaders in the body. And then the immune cells usually ignore the antigens on healthy cells. So ang mga healthy cells, meron sila mga antigens, meron nakakabit sa surface nila na tinatawag na antigens. Since they are healthy, ini-ignore lang yan ng mga immune cells, no? They just ignore it because it's healthy. But when immune cells come across on germs, no, for example, ang cells, no, mayroon siyang antigen and then may nakakabit na mga germs. Mayroong mga germs dyan on the surface of the cell. They come across on germs, they destroy the germs afterward. The cell displays the germs antigen on its surface. So when they destroy, nasisirain nila, no, patyo nila ang germs, no, patay nila yung germs. And then when they kill the germs, nakakaroon sila ng antigen. Ibig sabihin, alam na nila kung ano ang pinapatay nila. Kasi for the next round, meron na naman, they know how to kill it. So, other activated immune cell called plasma cells make molecules called antibodies. So, nakakakaroon tayo ng antibodies. These antibodies naman are the one that sila din yung that will travel your body and lock on only to germs that have its specific gel. I mean, specific antigen. So, ganito, no? Ang immune cells, nag-attack siya sa germs, nakilala niya ang germs na ganito ka pala, no? At inaniday ka ang imong structure, so kabalo na kung saan ka pagpatay, no? So, mayroon na siyang germs antigen on its surface, no? And this immune cell produces antibodies. These antibodies, meron nang silang nakalock-on sila, no? Nakalock-on ba? Na parang missile ba na nakalock-on na siya lang talaga ang aatakihin. Siya lang talaga ang hahabulin, no? Kung makikita ka, ikaw lang talaga ang aatakihin. So those are antibodies. So specific siya, no? Ang attack niya specific. So this marks the germ for destruction. So immune cells, when they are exposed to antigens, nakaka-produce sila ng antibodies. And then later on, nakaka-develop tayo ng memory cells. Ibig sabihin, once we get infected again with this kind of germs, so alam na niyan, ito yung pumasok kanina. So I know how to kill this one. So those are called memory cells. They attack the germs so you won't get sick. And thus, we can develop our natural immunity. Wala pa yung vaccine ha, that is just ourselves. No? Sa atin pa lang yun. Kaya tinatawag siya na natural immunity that will last your whole lifetime. So mayroon ka na nun. So kung bata ka pa, lalagdatin ka, we were exposed to different kinds of environment, no? So na minsan after naglalaro, nilalagdat tayo, it's because our body is getting to know which kind of what kind of environment that we are interacting with. Or meron ba tayong nalanghap or nakain na something that is not good, and later on nakakasakit tayo, and at the same time our body is getting to know what kind of bacteria or viruses that gets into our body. Kinikilala nila, no? Kinikilala nila. So vaccines can protect you from getting these diseases and their harmful symptoms. So this time, let's talk about that vaccine that is being introduced. Yung una, that is our own cells, our immune cells, that is just for us to have para magkakaroon tayo ng natural immunity. Ngayon naman ang vaccine, because there are some bacteria, there are some viruses na hindi talaga kaya ng katawan natin once na makapasok siya sa atin. Makapasok siya sa atin, it can cause serious diseases, it can cause serious illnesses, kaya namamatay ang tao. Hindi kaya ng natural immunity. Kasi hindi niya alam paano labanin. Lalabanin niya ang viruses, siya ang namamatay. It's because viruses are so dangerous, they are so infectious. That's why kailangan natin ang vaccine, no? ang vaccine that will introduce into your body which can protect you from getting these diseases and their harmful symptoms. They often contain a small amount of weakened or killed germs, but some contain genetic material such as RNA or DNA that provide instruction of your body's own cell to make a germ's antigen. Ibig sabihin, ang vaccine is just like, for example, that ngayon may coronavirus, no? So, ang vaccine na pala is a weakened or killed germs. So, nagpo-produce yung mga scientists ngayon ng kamukha ng germs na yan na i-introduce sa katawan. Pero yung germs na ginagawa nila na kamukha sa harmful germs, hindi siya nakakause ng harm once it get inside of us. Ibig sabihin, this is just an opportunity na maturuan yung antibodies natin paano patayin si corona. So, ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon tayo ng vaccine. Yung vaccine na yan, kamukha ni corona, pero yung corona na vaccine, hindi siya harmful. So, kapag pagpasok siya sa katawan natin, it teaches our immune system, our antibodies, how to kill this coronavirus so that when the true corona or the true harmful coronavirus gets inside our body, our antibodies, our natural defenses knows how to protect it, knows how to kill it, or knows how to destroy it. So we have different kinds of vaccine. We have weakened or killed germs. We have RNA vaccine, and we have a DNA vaccine. Usually, you receive a vaccine is a shot inside your body. The germ particles in the vaccine teach your immune cells to attack these germs. So this process doesn't make you sick, but it does cause your body to make memory cells and antibodies for those germs. So as a result, if that germs infects your body later in life, your immune system is ready to fight the infection so that you won't get sick. So again, I like the word here. It teaches, no? Saan ba yun? Okay, it teaches our antibodies how to kill this germ. So as a result, if that germs infects your body later in life, your immune system is ready to fight the infection so that you won't get sick. Okay, another types of vaccine, we have live attenuated. Ibig sabihin, buhay siya but it's not harmful, it's not dangerous. Later on, we will know each of these types of vaccine. We have live attenuated, we have inactivated, we have toxoids, subunit conjugate, mRNA, and the viral vector or RNA. Okay, let's go in it one by one in each of these types of vaccine. But we don't have to go so much deeper into this. We just have a superficial knowledge so that we will know. But the important is that kung anong type ng vaccine meron tayo sa coronavirus. So first, we have the live attenuated vaccine. They are alive but weakened germs. They're most likely natural immunity, provides strong disease immunity. And examples are the measles, mumps, rubella, chickenpox, and flu nasal spray vaccines. These are the types of vaccine that we usually get when we are newborn, no? Binibigyan tayo ng expanded program of immunization, EPI, no? We have mumps, polio, rubella, measles, ang dami no? Balik-balik yung nanay natin. Siyempre hindi natin alam kasi baby pa tayo no, no? And pinaka last na vaccine is measles, mga 6 months no bata, no? So ulit-ulit yung pabalik-balik yung mama sa health center, sa clinic, no? Para may maturukan yung baby for a vaccine, no? For immunization. Para hindi magkasakit, and we will have we have a defense against those polio, those measles, rubella, chickenpox, and so on. No? Second one is inactivated vaccines. Inactive kill germs, no? They are inactive or kill germs. They may require booster shots like hepatitis A, flu, polio, rabies vaccines. No? Kailangan natin they are inactive, kill germs, kaya kailangan sila ng booster shots. The third one are the toxoids vaccine. They protect against germ toxins, weakened toxins like toxoids, may require booster shots again. And examples are diphtheria, tetanus, parts of the Tdap diphtheria, tetanus toxoid vaccines. No? Pertussis, meron pa pertussis, no? Subunit conjugate vaccine. We have the specific parts of germs. They have strong immunity to key part of germ, may require booster shots, pertussis. Examples are pertussis part of the DTaP vaccine, hepatitis B vaccine. So yung mga vaccine na natanggap natin for Hepa B, no, those are the subunit or conjugate vaccine. For Hepa A naman, those are inactivated vaccine, and both of them we need booster shots. And now let's go to mRNA and viral vector vaccines. So mRNA, M stands for messenger, no, messenger ribonucleic acid vaccines. This type of vaccine use mRNA instead of germs or toxins. So ginagamit na mRNA, no, instead of germs and toxins. Since coronavirus is an RNA viruses. So this will instruct your cells to make a germs antigen. They do not contain live viruses, and take note with this, they do not change your DNA. These mRNA virus examples for this are certain COVID-19 vaccines. And the last one is a viral vector vaccine. This type of vaccine use DNA or messenger ribonucleic acid. DNA stands for deoxyribonucleic acid to instruct cells, no, to make germs antigen. Genetic material wrapped in a different safe virus. This again do not change your DNA. Certain COVID-19 vaccines, example of it. So vaccines, no. Why is it so important? It is important to know that vaccines not only protect you, but your community as well. So many diseases that vaccine prevent are spread from person to person. So when only a few people in your community are vaccinated, the risk of a disease outbreak is very high. No, kasi siya lang mag-isa, and then a lot of people around you hindi pa nabakunahan, and maybe most of them are infected with coronavirus. That's why the disease outbreak is high. So that's why our government is encouraging, lahat ng mga platforms like social media telling us to kailangan magpabakuna. So but if most people are vaccinated, kung lahat naman tayo ay nabakunahan, no, if most people are vaccinated, much less likely for a disease to spread, no. Ganun lang 'yon. Kung kunti lang ang nabakunahan, then the virus spreads. The spread of the virus increases. But if most people are vaccinated, no, so much less likely for a disease to spread. So, but if most people are vaccinated, again, much less likely for a disease to spread. This is called community herd. Community immunity or herd immunity. Nagkakaroon yung herd immunity against certain diseases or certain virus. So community or herd immunity is a very important to protect people who can't be vaccinated. There are meron pa rin mga tao na hindi pwede talaga mabakunahan. And these people are with weakened immune system, serious allergies, and other health conditions. No, ngayon, how can we protect them if di talaga sila pwede ma-vaccine? So we ourselves can protect them. Kaya kailangan natin, we need to protect ourselves in order for us to protect others. So, kailangan natin protektahan, no, yung sarili natin by getting these vaccines. So protect you, your family, and your community from diseases that can be dangerous or even deadly. Safe and effective vaccines are a game-changing tool. But for the foreseeable future, we must continue wearing masks, cleaning our hands, ensuring good ventilation indoors, physically distancing, and avoiding crowds. Again, guys, class, physical distance is very important. Avoiding crowds, if it's not important naman to go out in your house, no, or hindi naman importante to go certain places, just avoid many people or crowds. No? Just stay at home with a good and ensures good ventilation. So being ventilated does not mean that we can throw caution to the wind and put ourselves at others at risk. No? Particularly because research is still ongoing into how much vaccines protect not only against diseases but also against infection and transmission. Okay, so they are still studying how this infection and transmission will be stopped. So these are my references, WHO and some of part of the YouTube. Thank you so much and be safe always. Again, protect others by protecting yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Doc. This is very, very important, no? Especially that there are still a lot of people who are in doubt to get
Yeah.
vaccinated. And
I do hope I do hope the students na gets nila on how the vaccine works or how our natural immunity
yes,
works in our body.
yes, Doc. Actually, they are really listening because some are raising their hands, but we'll have to entertain that one later po, at the later part.
Hindi ko nakikita kasi yung screen ko lang is my PowerPoint presentation. Sorry for that if you're raising your hand.
Very important, no? Especially that there are still a lot of people who are in doubt to get
Yeah.
vaccinated, and we are very misconceptions about getting vaccinated. We have gathered questions
All right.
from the students. No, there are
Okay.
I think there are 8 or 9 questions, and
Uh-huh.
we need your help. We need your
Okay.
expertise to answer those questions po. So I will flash the questions and then one by one, and then we'll have to ask for your answer, Doc. Is
No
that okay?
problem.
Unsa ang mga health conditions nga nakapa-prevent sa usa ka tawo nga naturukan sa vaccine? What is the best COVID-19 vaccine?
How long does defense from a COVID-19 vaccine sustain? When the side effects in vaccine bad when it comes to
Okay.
That's the first question, Doc.
Okay, thank you so much. Yung tanong ni Nanay regarding what's the best vaccine? Actually, I cannot say what's the best because I'm not promoting any. All of them, no, hindi naman sila putso-putso na ginawa sa isang country na magkakaroon ng vaccine. All of them underwent with a serious series of laboratory experimentation in order for them to come up with a certain vaccine. And I think there's none best, no, walang best, pero all of them can prevent the spread of the viruses. Okay? So, and sabi niya, how, ano ba yung tanong ng isang bata, how can it be, sustained, no?
Ang yung efficacy.
The efficacy of the vaccine, no, it depends, no, some of the vaccine ganito lang yung efficacy, but kaya nga yung mga government ngayon meron silang prioritization, no, alam natin yung may A1, A2, A3, and then A4 hanggang A5, so they were prioritized, and then yung mga seniors talaga, so they only gave na vaccine na that is according to their maturity, kasi meron talagang mga vaccine na malakas na kaya naman sa mga middle age, meron din mga vaccine na that is good only for the matured ones. Pero I'm not saying that these vaccines are less effective. All of them have good benefits, all of them have good effectivity when it comes to a certain age, when it comes to a certain person. Yeah. And how does it sabi niya, how does it sustain? Until now, wala pang research or information how will this vaccine sustain? Kasi as of now, our body is still, no, kinikilala pa niya yung it takes a long time para magkakaroon tayo ng immunity. So we will just observe and then more reads regarding the studies, or new research about it. But as of now, wala pang no recent studies about kailan ba siya magla-last, no? How long will it last, the vaccine?
Doc, thank you so much. Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Doc. God bless. Keep safe and healthy.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good day, doctor. I have two questions I want to ask. My first question is I've read a post that says O blood type people are most likely not to get infected by COVID 19. Is it true or it's just fake news? My second question is it okay to have different kind of brand of vaccine in your first dose and on the second dose?
Okay, nagigets ko yung tanong niya. Thank you so much for that question. Sabi niya, um, um, may nabasa daw siya na ang type O ba are, ano ba yun? Less na makakuha ng coronavirus. And then the second question is, yung tinatanong niya is that, ano na yun?
Is it okay if you have
okay lang you have different brands no for the first dose, second dose. Okay. Okay, from the first question to the first question, yung first question niya, hindi naman type O no na less yung coronavirus. No. I think kapag sinasabi kasi natin ng virus, wala siyang pinipili, no. Kaya nga sabi ko kanina, to all people, no, any age, any kind of people, pwede nang i-infect regardless of what type blood you have. Type O ka man, A, B, or B, no, doesn't matter. Hindi niyan kinikilala ng virus. As long as meron siyang host, as long as makareplicate siya sa sarili niya, and as long as good condition yung virus, it can infect and it can cause serious diseases. No, there's no special na type of people na hindi lang na pwede i-infect. No, that's not type O. All of us can be get infected with this kind of virus. Now, for the second one, it would be good if you're going to follow the first dose. No, kung kapag ganitong model na or ganitong brand ng vaccine that has been imparted or be injected to us, it would be better na ganoon din yung second dose. Kasi viruses, no, I mean vaccine are being produced from different countries, no, different procedures that are being done. Kaya it would be better na kung anong first dose kung anong brand ng first dose, ganun din ang sa second dose. Thank you.
Okay, next question.
Thank you.
Hi, Doc. I'm Alan. And my question is about the single-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Both of my parents have been vaccinated with this vaccine. And after they got the vaccine, they started to have sleeping problems. I think it's kind of alarming. So my question is it normal to have sleeping problems after they got vaccinated by the Johnson & Johnson vaccine? Or it's something that we should be terrified or alarmed for?
Okay, Johnson and Johnson, thank you so much for that good question. I would just pinpoint for a certain certain brand like what she had mentioned, Johnson and Johnson. Actually, all of the vaccine have their adverse reactions, no. Sabi niya yung vaccine na na-get ng parents niya, and then they have the side adverse reactions like sleeping problems, no. Maybe I don't know what caused them to have a sleeping problems. I just want to know. I asked more, what do they feel? No, baka siguro of being anxious of getting vaccine, or because a lot of information that has been read in the media tapos napapa-inject sila, and then they have this in mind na what happens to me, no, baka anxious, no, hindi nakatulog, or somewhat like kunting simpleng symptoms lang like fever, hindi na nakakatulog kasi what will become to me, baka maging zombie na ako for the next year.
True talk.
Oh, because people are being anxious they are being anxious though of what they have seen and read on the social media, and we cannot blame for that because there are a lot of testimonials in the internet, in the social media, testifying that ito nangyayari sa akin. No, I just want you to inform na it's normal our body reacts to a vaccine. It's because this vaccine that is being introduced to us are they are attenuated germs. They are some are live viruses, some are ano, pero that they cannot cause harm. No, ibig sabihin they are just being introduced into our body so that pero hindi siya harmful ha. It cannot cause disease into our body. Kaya tinatawag sila na mRNA virus. They are called attenuated virus because they want to teach our antibodies how to kill the real virus. Okay. Kaya nagkakaroon ng reaction yung katawan natin. Nagkakaroon ng fever. That's because our body nagkakaroon ng generalized infection, no? Or fever. But that's not a disease. No? Just a reaction toward the vaccine para magkakaroon tayo ng immunity against a certain virus.
Thank you, sir. I'll tell my parents.
Until now ba, meron nahihirapan pa rin sila matulog? Hello, Alona?
Hello, sir. Hello, Doc.
Yes, yes, Alona, until now, nahihirapan pa ba sila na matulog? Or hantod ba karon naglisod pa ba sila tulog? Kasi kung naglisod pa sila matulog karon, they need to consult their physician already.
I think it's not anymore. I think it only lasted for a week or more.
Okay. Um, One of the factors na mahirapan tayo magtulog guys because we are anxious, we think so many things, and then it's really hard for us to get sleep. Okay, maybe that's one of the factor, and maybe because of the symptoms that the vaccine that they have received, nagkakaroon ng adverse reactions. Yeah, sometimes ako when I got vaccinated on the second day, I got symptoms like body pains and headache. I wasn't able to sleep, so I just took medications like paracetamol, and everything's okay.
All right. Now let's
All right.
proceed to the next question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Doc. I have a question. Once we are vaccinated, what benefits can we get from that vaccine?
Okay, what benefits can we get from vaccine? No, as I mentioned earlier, it will protect us from getting those viruses, and it helps no to not to this virus not to spread from one person to another person. That's a benefit. No? Nakaroon tayo ng community or herd immunity, and as well as we have our magkakaroon din tayo ng immunity against that certain viruses. And especially kung hindi another benefits is not only for us but it also can have benefits for others, especially to those weaker ones no hindi makakaget ng vaccine. So paano natin sila i-protect or paano mapoprotektahan nila sarili? We can cover them, no? We can by protecting ourselves from others. No, we have to be protected. Para protected din natin yung loved ones na hindi pwede makaget ng vaccine is because of serious problems, serious illnesses. That's why yung mga matatanda with serious illnesses or serious problems before, no, if you think to get vaccinated, you have to consult first with your physician and get a medical clearance or medical certificate if you are okay to be vaccinated. Huwag kayong basta-basta pumunta sa station or sa mga vaccination center kung meron kayong underlying or I mean comorbidities like hypertension, diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or any serious allergies. You have first to seek consult with your physician and ask for medical certificate or medical clearance if you are okay to be get vaccinated.
Okay, we have another question.
I just want to ask something like, if someone already got their vaccine, what food or drinks should they avoid?
Okay, what food or drinks should they avoid, no? If you get vaccinated, actually wala naman. You can eat anything, no? Yung iba nga, after getting vaccine, they have this kind of feeling na kain ng kain, gano'n. Na tulog ng tulog, gano'n. So actually, there's no bawal after getting a vaccine except for being alcohol. Just avoid lang muna for about 3 to 1 week.
Okay,
Okay, thank
next
you.
question.
Hi, Doc. I really wanted for you to answer this question because a lot of people are much more curious than me, but no pressure. My question is there any deep investigations on why people are dying even after vaccines are injected to them?
Mm. So even after injected, then people are dying. No, that is why I told earlier that if the people have like comorbidities or underlying diseases like cardiovascular diseases or autoimmune disease, yung autoimmune disease yung sariling antibodies mo tinitira niya ang sariling katawan mo. So those are autoimmune diseases. So I don't have to explain much further kasi mahaba yan, no? Yung autoimmune. So autoimmune disease, cardiovascular, serious allergies, and then you need to seek consult with your physician to check, to know if you are ready for to be given with a vaccine. So, kailangan mo ng medical certificate. That's why medical clearance. That's why in the vaccination area, we always ask the patients if you have comorbidities, if you have underlying diseases, so that we will know. Kasi hinahanapan din namin ng pagdating dun sa vaccination area, hinahanapan din namin ng medical clearance from their doctors. So, it's a two-way, no, it's a two-way process. No, you have to be honest when it comes to vaccination. Maging honest ko kung ano bang mga meron ka, no. It's not just about thinking na kailangan ko talaga mabakunahan. You have to think also with kung meron kang underlying diseases. Yun. That's why siguro they have the weaker immune system. Kaya ganun, no? They sila pwede instead nabigyan sila ng bakuna na hindi naman dapat. It's because they have the weaker immune system.
Okay, so I think we are down to our last question for this
Okay.
part.
Okay.
And good day. I've already read many posts in social media in which people claim that they and their parents were perfectly healthy just before vaccination, but that afterward they become ill and some even died. Do vaccines really help us or just make our condition worse? If vaccines really truly help us, why do they have such negative side effects?
A very good question.
Actually, some of the vaccines are very strong. No, kaya tinatawag nila negative effects. But those effects are not alarming. We should not be alarmed because those are usual reactions ng katawan natin. If we get to know yung mga parents natin, as I said earlier, kung nagpapabakuna sila ng kanila mga anak, some of their babies, no, most of the babies nagkakalagnat, no, it's because of serious reactions sa katawan over the vaccine. Pero it takes a time to develop your immunity. Kaya minsan yung sinasabi niya na is it okay ba to be get vaccinated? Healthy naman sila before. Then afterwards nagiging sakitin na sila, no? So again, seek consult with your doctor if you are okay to be get vaccinated, and then yeah, it's normal. It's okay lang talaga na magkakaroon ng adverse reaction after getting a vaccine, like headache. Meron pang iba after ng vaccine nila, it ano pa yun, parang they spend 1 week pa, no, nagkakalagnat sila for 1 week, nagkakasakit ng ulo nila for 1 week, and afterwards wala na. Afterwards okay naman. I have this one patient which is my cousin, no. Siguro hindi siya siguro she thinks okay naman sa sarili niya. Pero na-overlook niya na hypertensive pala siya. So when she get vaccinated, tumaas yung pressure niya and then na-admit siya. Kaya siguro ito yung mga other testimonials ng ibang tao testifying na healthy naman ako before, after getting vaccine, na-admit na ako sa hospital. No, it's because my blood pressure shoots up. Okay. Kaya because our body reacts to the vaccine that has been injected to us. Ano na yun. Usually, normal lang talaga na may adverse reaction. Pero that adverse reaction will not last long. That means, yung katawan natin, kinikilala niya yung type of virus that is being injected. Yun.
Doctor, we have another question coming from
Yes.
our master teacher in the science department.
Yes
We
po, go
have
ahead.
Ma'am Rachel Factora. Ma'am
Ma'am
Rachel.
Rachel.
Yes, thanks, Madam Jean.
Yes, Ma'am
Good
Rachel.
morning, Doc.
Yes, good morning.
My question is, after you get COVID, after you are infected with COVID,
Mm.
how many, is it true that you should have a vaccine later after a month? It is not advisable to get a vaccine shortly, like 1 week after getting infected with COVID.
Sa protocol namin, ma'am, no, kung magka-COVID ka, 'di ba, you will be quarantined for 14 days. No, 14 days.
Yes, Doc.
After sa quarantine, we can already advise the patient to be get vaccinated.
Okay.
Pwede naman, no, after 14 days, you can get vaccinated.
Another question, Doc. If
Mm.
you don't have any fever or you don't feel any reaction after the vaccine, is it uh, posible ba na walang effect ang vaccine or what is that?
Ano ba yan, ma'am?
If you
Can you
don't
please
have any fever or you
symptoms
don't
or
feel any adverse reaction like headache or what
Mm-mm.
are expected after the vaccination, if you don't get any of them, what does it mean?
Thank you.
That means, ma'am, na for example, after the vaccine, we don't get any adverse reactions like fever. That's yun ba po? Parang walang reaction, walang
Yes, Doc.
adverse reaction. Okay. It doesn't mean na the vaccine is not working.
Yes, oh.
Okay, maybe because you have such a high immunity that in which there's no need for you to get fever, you know. Lahat naman talaga kinikilala talaga ng katawan kapag nakapasok yung kinikilala ng katawan natin kapag any substance that is being introduced into our body. Now, if there are no any adverse reactions like fever, like headache, no, it's okay, no, wala namang problema nun.
Okay, Doc. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ma'am Jean.
Okay, so do we have any more questions coming from the students and from the teachers? Maybe you still have questions running in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doc,
Mm-mm.
possible pa ba nga ka na makakatch ka og COVID-19 even though nga ka nang na fully vaccinated na ka?
Yeah, that's why after the vaccine, complacency is not the best option. Huwag kayong magkampante na okay na ako, I can take off, I can take away or take off my face shield or face mask and can go around, roam the city and then go with my friends. No, you have this nowadays. No, it would be better that to be extra careful. Still wear mask. No, wear face shield after you get vaccinated.
Hello.
Yung pagiging extra careful natin, that will save us from getting virus regardless of um being vaccinated. 'Di ba sa last na point na sinasabi ko, ano ba yan? Wait lang ha. I just want to read this because it's very good, from WHO ang sabi nila. Wait lang. Just give me one moment. Hold on. I'm start sharing my screen. Okay, hold on. Okay, I just want to read this second to the last paragraph. Safe and effective vaccines are a game-changing tool, but for the foreseeable future, we must continue wearing masks, cleaning our hands, ensuring good ventilation indoors, physically distancing, and avoiding crowds. So lastly, being vaccinated does not mean that we can throw caution to the wind and put ourselves and others at risk, particularly because research is still ongoing into how much vaccines protect not only against diseases, but also against infection and transmission. Yes, still there are any infection and transmission that is going on. That's why we still need to be careful after getting vaccine.
Hi,
Ariel,
Doc.
there's still one
Hi.
question. Yes, Shania.
Yes.
Okay.
Good morning, Doc.
Yeah.
I just want
Good
to know
morning.
if it's true na pwede na ang 15 years old and above magpa-vaccine this September.
Okay. That's a best good question. No? One moment. As as I have here, ano ba yun? Frequently asked question. Just want to share this to you. No, basahin ko lang. No, this is coming from the DOH. No, res bakuna. Okay. Okay, sabi niya with the FDA authority of Pfizer and Moderna for that's the common na vaccine that's being used for the age 12 to 17, no? Kasi ngayon ay inaalaw pa lang sa government are age 18 pataas. So with the FDA authorization of Pfizer and Moderna for pediatric population, that means ages below 18. Can my children get vaccinated? The answer is not yet. Okay, to date, vaccination of children aged 17 years old and below is not yet allowed in the country. The government will first vaccinate those who are 18 years old and above who are part of the priority groups A1 to A5 because they remain at relatively higher risk. Second question, sabi niya, how then can I protect my kids? No, paano ko mapoprotektan yung kids? Hindi pala sila pwede magbakunahan. So register with your ikaw mismo, maparegister ka with the LGU and get vaccinated when it's your turn. And continue to follow the minimum public health standard by wearing mask, iwas sa mga crowd, no? Hugas kamay, daloy ng hangin, kailangan. Okay, protect yourself and be a shield for your children against COVID-19. Since hindi pa man sila pwede bakunahan, you will become a shield for them. Okay, why is the government vaccinating only A1 to A5 groups? So we need to prioritize individuals most at risk for severe COVID-19 while waiting for enough vaccine supply for the entire population. And last question, frequently asked question. Can children ages 12 to 17 years old with comorbidities get vaccinated? The answer is not yet. Currently, only those 18 years old and above who are part of the priority groups like A1, A2, A3 to A5 can get vaccinated. This is to prioritize those with higher risk of the severe disease and death. Thank you.
Thank you,
Okay,
Doc.
Doc.
So
I
witty,
think
huh? The students are so witty. They are, I mean, they are intelligent, no?
And then you wait for me to count,
Yes,
5 seconds. I will give the question and I will count 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. When I say one, type in your answer in the chat box. The first answer that I will see that is a correct answer, I will call the name of that someone. And you open your camera, open your mic, and you tell us the correct answer. Is that okay? Hello?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start. First question. Are you ready? Okay, first question. Doc Ariel started his talk with a title. Again, Doc Ariel started his talk with a title, which is a very good title. What is that title that Doc Ariel used in his discussion? 5, 4, 3, 2,
A date with coronavirus.
1. Okay, I have here Maria Danica Joy Paita. Miss Paita, open your camera. Hello? Yes, Mary Joy, Maria Danica.
As
What's the title of Doc Ariel?
As I witnessed the discussion of Doc Ariel O. Badeles, I see that her introduction or title is A Date with Coronavirus, which is very interesting because it shows that we should be connected with coronavirus in order for us to be knowledgeable and to know other things that we didn't know yet. So that's all.
Yay! Tanawa ha. Answer akong gipangayo pero not the explanation. So you are our first winner for the 100 peso load. So later,
Thank
I will
you.
ask your cell phone number so that the load will be already given to you, okay?
Yes, madam. Thank
Okay?
you.
Okay, congratulations. Okay, third question. Question. Now, there are 4 types of vaccine. 4 types of vaccine mentioned by Doc Ariel. So there are live vaccines, inactivated vaccines, toxoid vaccine, and subunit vaccine. In which type wherein the vaccines that we usually get nowadays belong? Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Up. No one has given the correct answer yet. Again, I will give the types of vaccine. The live vaccines, the inactivated vaccines, the toxoid vaccine, and the subunit or conjugate vaccine. Which of these types do the vaccines that we get usually nowadays belong? Okay, I have now here Miss Faith Liausas. Miss Faith, can you turn on your camera? Miss Faith Liausas.
Hi, Dad.
Yes, Faith. What is your answer, Faith?
My answer is live attenuated vaccine. If I'm
Your
right.
answer here. Your answer in the chat room. What's your answer here? Your answer in the chat room is correct. Hala.
Live
Look at your
attenuated
answer.
vaccine.
Look at your answer in the chat room. Your answer in the chat room is correct. But you're giving the inactive. Inactive vaccine. Ano man na, Faith, ha? Okay, congratulations, Faith. You are the third winner of the 100 peso load. Okay, next. Fourth question. Fourth question. Protect other people, those people that cannot really get the vaccine, we need to get vaccinated. So na ay mga people, di ba, nga dili sila pwede gyud matagaan sa vaccine. So ang mga tao sa iyang palibot, the people around that person should be vaccinated to protect that person. What do we call this condition or condition ba ang tawag na to, Ana? Status, so that that person that cannot get the vaccine will be protected by the person around him or her that are already vaccinated. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, John Mac Kailing, what's your answer, John Mac?
My answer, Dam, is community herd immunity.
Okay, very good. Correct. Let's clap our hands for John Mac Kailing. You are the fourth winner of the 100 peso load. Okay, last question. Last question. What type of nucleic acid do the coronavirus belong? What type of nucleic acid do the coronavirus belong? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hala, wala pa yung nakatag sa answer. There are two types of nucleic acid, right? The RNA and the DNA. So what type of nucleic acid is a coronavirus? Okay, we have an answer here. Alona, May, Sabunod, Anyon. Miss Alona. Miss Alona.
Hello?
Okay, please turn on your camera, ma'am.
Ay,
Okay, what is the answer?
COVID-19 is a virus from the acid mRNA. Or RNA.
Okay, mRNA, messenger RNA. Very good.
Ang sabi mo?
Ma'am Queen? Are we done? Madam Queen? Congratulations everyone. Congratulations to those winners for your pila to yung premyo? 100,000 pesos.
Char.
Okay, so to formally end this program, let us hear
Okay, so to our dynamic secondary school principal 2, Ma'am Florencia D. Baang, to our brilliant speaker this morning, Dr. Ariel O. Badeles, to my talented co-teachers in our science department, to our cooperative students with their supportive parents, other stakeholders present, good morning and congratulations to all of us for the successful live stream that we just had. The science department is very happy that our Brigada Pagbasa program with a banner, Protect Your Best Buddy, has continued and leveled up. Last year's program was focused on safety protocols to avoid COVID-19. This year, we believe that our topic earlier on myths and facts about vaccine is very timely and relevant in our present situation. We hope that you learned a lot from the discussion given by our guests and somehow enlightened the doubts and fears of some of us in having the vaccine. So I would like to give my greatest appreciation to everybody for the success of this program. To our principal, to Ma'am Joanne V. Valledor, our academic coordinator, to the chairman of the Brigada Pagbasa program, Ma'am Vilma Abastas, to my co-science teachers, especially Ma'am Edgin, for all the effort in technicals and for being a great host. To you students, parents, Thank you, thank you, thank you. So without further much ado, I am now closing this live stream on Brigada Pagbasa. Protect your best body. Stay safe, everyone.